Hi folks, welcome to the Exotic Cuisine. I'm Chef Johnny Chow. Hi folks, welcome to the Exotic Cuisine. This week we have something new, something different, and it's very interesting. One is what we call the butterfly shrimps with lemon cream sauce. And also the second one, it is what we call the steamed jingy with fried onion and garlics with a little tiptoes on what we call the fried bacon. It's very unusual, very delicious and healthy too. So don't go away. Okay, here we go. What we're gonna do is that while we're waiting on the oil get hot on the batter and the sauce, we're gonna start with the batter first because the batter would take a little time to what we call to get it raised. Okay, what we have it is that flour. This is around a 1.5 cup. We have starch. 3 tablespoons. We have a little more than a dozen. This is large shrimps. Lot of meat. Lot of flesh. You will like that one. Enjoy it. And we have condensed milk. We have mayo. We have lemon juice. We have a little chili pepper. So it's very unusual dish. But trust me, it's very easy to make. Great result. Okay. In the meantime, we could do the same thing, same time on the both way of seasoning the butter and also the shrimp. A pinch of salt, a little bit, not much of it. The rest of the salt, we just place it right inside of this bowl here. Now also on this side now, it is that we need a little bit of starch of the shrimp, right? We're gonna mix it up in a little while. The rest now goes straight across here. See? So easy and simple. Now here we go, we have some chicken powder. This actually keep what we call the, without the monosodium glutamate. But this actually gives you a flavor, an extra flavor on the shrimp, okay? And the butter, we only put a little bit because since the butter here, it will cause a yellow color and we want to maintain a white color in that sense, okay? So we don't have to place much of this in it. Now, here we go. In the same time now is that, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna put baking powder. What kind of baking powder? Just baking powder. How much of it? In this case here, what we're going to do is that we will need around approximately around 1.5 teaspoons. So we have 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon. We don't need more than that. Now for you want the batter to be a little more crunchy or crispy outside and tender inside, you need to add a little oil. But remember, don't put too much. This is all you need. Now the rest now it is that water and the shrimps. So let's mix the shrimp first, right? Let's mix it up first. Now this shrimp is very big and juicy. I know you will like it. However, if you say you can't get the big shrimp, you could use the smaller shrimp or any size of shrimp. Except lobster. Okay, lobster is you have to cut it into small chunks, you see. Let it mix it well done, mix it well, and every part of the shrimp is being coated. Now, let's come across here now, it is that let's do it what we call add water. What kind of water? Just water. You add a little bit at a time, slowly. So you don't add all that, you know. It would be too watery. It's not going to be good. So you make sure, now you see, add a little bit at a time until you get to the right consistencies. This is it. Then you put a little more again. The way how you mix it with a little water at a time, add into it, your butter would have what we call, without seeing the lumps, Yeah. Okay, now add a little more until you get the right consistency. See? Actually, I told you already, the chopstick and the Chinese chopper, they are very versatile. You could have multi-functions, multi-purpose. Nope, we need a little more. But at this point, don't put too much. A little bit. I will show you how to look at the viscosity, or not the viscosity, the consistency, what to look for. Is it already? No. Now, dip your finger, pull it out. The way how the batter coat your finger, it is the same how it coat with the shrimp or the meats. That is the right consistency in coating. Yeah? I thought you need a little more. No. If you put a little more, it would be a weak batter. The weak batter would not hold good. Okay? So what to do is that every time, whenever you fry in any products, a fried product, always just to make sure that you do a testing first. Put a drop. Hey, come on, go down. You're not going down, which means you do not have the consistency, the heat. So what we're going to do is that raise the heat. In the meantime, we have time. Let's do the mixing of the sauces. So we waste no time. How we do? Here we're going to do. This sauce is very interesting. I know you tried, you will like it. First, you put a tablespoon of. See, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of mayo. You like mayo, you could add a mayo. If you don't like, you could add the eggless mayo, up to you. Now, you have condensed milk here. I could put 1.5 tablespoons of condensed milk. Stir it. Add a little bit of chili powder. Not much of it, a little bit. They call it poquito. So whatever to, you just put just the right amount. Now remember, condensed milk and the mayo. Mayo have a little salt flavor. Then you add the sweet, and you add the lemon sauce. Now this would give you the cake. What kind of cake? Ask Bruce Lee. He will tell you. The love cake. Well, I know, actually, it would give you the appetizing, very appetizing. Okay? Now, here we go. Okay, I think you add a little more of the condensed milk. Just now was 1 tablespoon. I add the 2nd tablespoon. That would be 2 tablespoons. Okay, this will be it. Okay, that's about it. So here we go. Let's go again. Test. Let's do the testing. See if this oil is hot enough. Add a drop in it. It's supposed to kick up. Yes, that is the way. That is the way. What we're going to do is that instead of using the chopstick to dip it in, I would suggest you use your hand. Pass the bowl. Hold the shrimps by the tail. Or you hold the shrimp by the tail, but you hold the cow by the horn. All right? Good. At least you show me sign. Yes, that's the way. I like it. Okay, here we go. Again, we're going to put a little more at a time. Don't rush the brush. Oh, this is going to be good. Trust me. The reason why you do this now, it is that you have each one of the shrimps into the perfect size or maintain the shrimps, the shape of the shrimp. See? You see, can identify the shrimp by the head or the tail. Okay? Now, here we go. We have 14 shrimps here. So we would have a good meal. Trust me. Shrimps, I think they call it, in Spanish, they call it camarón. See? When I used to live in the States, there's a lot of Mexican. So I used to learn a little Spanish from them. Camarón. So we have the camarón frying. There you go. Beautiful. So let me just move this across. Okay, here we go. We come right back and we just have to make sure the golden brown in every side of it. Just turn it. Yes. I remember long ago, I see a whole big baskets of the giant shrimps, or the cork shrimp they call it, as big as this. And no, much bigger than that. All this way here is a shrimp. That is around 3 shrimps or 2 shrimp carrying a pound. That is pretty large shrimp. Now, as you can see, the shrimp is cooking, bubbling merrily. Let it cook. In the meantime, what we do here it is that we have the sauce here. Make sure the sauce spin a little bit. And yum, 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 yum. I like it. So also, we're gonna put a platter. Let's do a little bit what we call garnishing before the shrimp complete. So we waste no time. We put a butterfly end over there. Cut the cherry in half. Half for the plate, and the next half for me. And we have a little side here. Also, remember, food actually is a beautiful thing. If you put it in the right way, do a lot of practice. Practice make profit and perfect. Okay? Now the shrimps cook already, but I want to get a little drier, which means got firmer. Oh yes, this is beautiful. It's cooked, right? Switch off the heat. Forget about draining. Place it into the bowl here, mixed bowl here. And then what we do is that mix it all over, all the sauce. Make sure it's everywhere. And you have to toss it very quickly because you don't want I must serve right away. Can't wait. Let's do this way. Ah, that's the way. Aha, aha. I like it. Let's do it here. So we're gonna place it into the bowl. Not yet. But what I'm gonna do now, it is that make sure it's sesame seed everywhere. And a little bit parsley. That is what we call things get done. Okay? So don't go away. I'll be right back after these messages. Hi folks, welcome back. We're gonna do what we call the steamed jingi with fried onion and garlic, and we will top up with a little bit of fried bacon. This is just a little difference. Jingi actually is what we call the rage gore. Originated in the Far East Asia, India, China, and Inter-Asia. But when you buy this, make sure you hold it and waggling, and it's to wiggle and have weight in it. This is young, but sometimes when you hold to it, it's very light. Those are already dry. It's out past, and they have a lot of fibery inside. It's not good. Now, why they call it rage root? The whole Trainer call it jingi. I think jingi is an East Indian word. That's quite fine. Okay. Now we're gonna peel it just like this, but leave a little bit of after wash it. Leave a little bit of it. This is a natural wax, and it is what we call mineral that is good for our body. Okay, so first we're gonna cut up the rage gore. I want that size, yeah. And it's very healthy. You know, we normally cook this jingi at home. You know, they cook it very, very tender, or maybe overcooked. That's fine. That's easy to digest. They have a lot of fiber, a lot of mineral, potassium, you name it. This is a very wholesome food. Okay. After we cut it, we put it right here, and what we're gonna do is that we're going to steam it right away. Okay. Now, before we're gonna steam it, we're gonna season it first because it actually is very bland. They have no flavor. So what we're gonna do now is that gonna pinch of salt, a little bit chicken powder. You can use Maggi. That's quite okay as well. But this, remember, this is the Maggi. They already have salt in it, so go easy with salt. You don't need much salt. Salt is just to add a flavor on the food. Okay. Now in Trini, you know already we like a spicy food. A little bit of it, chili powder. Okay. What we're going to do now it is that we're going to mix it up. Make sure everywhere is coated with this seasoning. So what happened is that it hold on to it and attach to it, and when it cook, the flavor just right there. Okay. Now here we go. We place it into what we call a pattern. Yeah. So when they cook, they're all beautiful and they're good in terms of presentation. Okay. Now here we go. Steam over water. Is a lot of store you can see. They have this what we call the steamer available, and you put some boiled water over the water and place the steam. This will cook in 3-4 minutes. 4 minutes. In the meantime, what we're going to do now it is that we're going to start up the heat of the fry pan. We cut up the little onion. The onion, this is the head, this is the tail. The head which means the top. This is the roots, okay? Normally what you do is that you should cut it from the root side first. That's right. Cut in the root side first. And then you do the garlic. Garlic is easy. Now, believe it or not, when you buy garlic at the market, don't look for the large one. The large one tends to have less flavor, less intense flavor. It has flavor, but less intense. It's the smaller one that has the flavor. So when you buy garlic, look for the big size. No, look for the smaller one. You have more flavor. Okay? Good. One crush. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is that we're going to add a little oil right inside this fry pan. maybe with 4 tablespoons, because you know what? Because the ridge gourd or the jingi is a dry fruit, vegetable, don't have much flavor. And all this onion and garlic fry, which means it would enhance the flavor. Fuse in the oil. And here we go, we add in the garlic. Do we have to add any salt? No need to. Number one, we already seasoned the ridge gourd or the jingi. Secondly, it is that we're gonna put a little bit what we call the fried bacon. So here what to do, low down the heat, have the heat in control. The reason why is that we want it nice brown. In the meantime, I have some of these what we call bacon fried a while ago. So what we do is that we're gonna place it into a bowl. The smaller pieces go to the bowl, and we would just have to put it on top like a garnishing and make more palatable and more interesting to eat, more fun to eat. Okay, there we go. Let's raise back the heat again. You see how it comes brown? That is what they're looking for. The flavor already infused with the oil between the garlic and the onion. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take up the heat. It will fry the balance for itself, otherwise it get too brown. Okay, this time here, we switch off the heat, and here we go. To test it, just hold on to it and pierce to it. Oh yes, they all cook, go right through. It's very simple, very easy to cook. So what we're gonna do now, it is that, you know, they have these in the store most of the time, so just to lift what we call the hot dish away from the pot. Now in the meantime, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have it's okay to let the oil spill around, because you know what? When you're using a spoon to take away this to plating by a plate, at the same time you could also entertain to add some of these fried onion, fried garlic, even though with the oil too. The oil is already infused, so it's a very as what we call the aromatic oil. Oh, a lot of aroma. Okay. Let the oil go inside everywhere. It's quite fine. Now, in the meantime, what we do is that add a little bit of bacon in every one of them. Okay, don't go yet. I like to put a cherry or two. At the same time, we have another gourd here. Put the cherry in half, the half of each one of them. But remember, this is one just for decoration. Don't eat it. This is not to eat. Okay? And don't go away. See what I mean? A good dish, it doesn't have to be difficult to make. It's very simple. And as you can see, in every show, I will show you step by step. It's very easy to make fusion food, or maybe good food, between the East and the West. I think this is a way to eat. Eat good and have fun in cooking. And that's the way to live. I'm Chef Johnny Chow. I see you on the next episode of the Exotic Cuisine. See you then. Bye.